Welcome back to the Devil May Cry playthrough. In today's part, we're going to collect mystical MacGuffins, so that way we can open another door. Yeah, starting to see a theme here for this game. But once again, we're down in the sewers, the one place that I absolutely hate in any video game. But fortunately, this sewer really isn't all that difficult. I mean, it's just a pretty straight line. There's no real mazes or anything. And of course, as experience would say, glowy objects tells you to go pick it up. And here we're introduced to a new type of enemy. I just call them bugs because that's what they are. They're pretty fast buggers too. They zip around all around the field really fast. They shoot maggots at you that somehow do damage, but they can go down really easily with a few shells from your shotgun. Fortunately, all your guns have unlimited ammo, so you never really have to worry about running out of bullets for your shotgun, so just keep going at enemies with your shotgun. Especially since it's one of the best handguns in the game. And after taking care of these bugs, we can just go through this door and continue on with the game. As you would expect, the rusty key has a door we have to go through. Then we have to go through another area, collect our mystical MacGuffin, and that'll be the end of the level. Kind of a strange thing with Devil May Cry 1 at least. I'm not sure about any of the other Devil May Cry games, but this game has a real tendency to have really short missions that are like about a minute long. Yeah, it really varies from mission to mission. Like right now, doing a playthrough, it's really not all that bad, since it means that I can do more parts and show off more stuff in the game. Through here you can find, I think, some green orbs that'll recharge your health, possibly for a later mission. And here we come to a mini-boss. I haven't really memorized all the names of these enemies, but I like to call this guy the Berserk Scissors. Very similar to Sin Scissors, of course. This guy moves faster, he does a lot more damage, and he takes a lot more damage. He also has a lot more maneuvers than regular Sin types. Rather than just try to cut at you with his scissors, he'll also swing it around. He'll try to screw drive you. I'm not sure what that move is supposed to be. And like regular Sin or Sin Scissors, whatever the Sin is, he can also fly through walls. But the reason I classify him as a mini-boss is because you don't really see a lot of them that often. They have a lot more health, they do more damage than regular enemies. And since you don't see a lot of them, I basically just consider it a mini-boss. Yeah, doing a lot of damage, you probably want to use a lot of devil triggers to, regenerate health, always want to do that. Well, the main problem I have with this guy is that you can't really tell how much health he has, so fights can kind of drag along with him. But once we pick up the Guardian Light, that's pretty much the end of the mission. Since we have about 5 more minutes in this video, I don't see why we can't do one more mission after we see what I get here. Huh, another B. I figured I would have gotten a C. Oh well, now with that done, as you would expect, we have to take that key and put it into a door that takes us to another area. Yeah, it's at this point I start thinking, Devil May Cry is starting to become more and more like one gigantic Zelda dungeon. Oh, and speaking of gimmicks, guess what the key does? Drain at your health. So, you want to complete this mission as quickly as possible. Of course, you want to avoid the marionettes since there's no sealed door blocking you or keeping you from, or saying that you have to fight them. So, unless you want the red orbs, go ahead and fight them, but if you want to finish this mission as quickly as possible with as minimum damage as possible, you just want to go through it. However, here you do have to fight enemies. You have to kill all the cockroach guys. And a lot of them are hidden fairly well. So it is going to take some time for me to find all of them. But I might as well continue from where I'm saying how Devil May Cry is becoming more and more like one gigantic Zelda dungeon, since you go through the entire game looking for keys and getting different weapons. Sure, the weapons aren't like in Legend of Zelda where they're supposed to actually do stuff, like the iron boots or the boomerang, where they actually have all their applications rather than just killing enemies. Here, you just pick up some key object, take it to an area where it needs to go, and you move on from there, and you collect weapons further on in the game. And not really Legend of Zelda more than it is like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Funny enough, considering how this game was made by Capcom. A bit of a stupid mistake on my part here. I go through this area thinking that I'm supposed to kill enemies in here to open up the door, but in actuality, the enemies are all outside of this room. Killing the enemies in here does nothing. However, one thing I forgot to mention is that there's also another type of bug. I think it's supposed to be bluish, not entirely sure, but it takes more damage than regular bugs. But either way, it goes down rather quickly. It's over here. And it's over here where we come across a red orb fountain. What these things are is that they're hidden all over the castle, and when you strike at them, they drop red orbs. They only take so much damage before they shatter, so you want to get as many red orbs as you possibly can from them. And I believe this is the one area where bugs were actually hidden. Although you gotta admit, this is pretty gimmicky. Oh, we got this one mystical MacGuffin that's draining all of your health and you have to get through the area as quickly as possible. But oh no, this area is blocked until you kill all the enemies. I mean, it's fun the first couple of times, but you're gonna see this if I ever do Devil May Cry 2, 3, and 4. Possibly 4, not sure about 3, can't really do 2 since I don't have it. And once we go through this door, the place that our key is supposed to go to is up in that room where we fought Nello Angelo. Speaking of Nello Angelo, I want to correct something that I said earlier. When we first fought Nello Angelo, I said that enemies that are like that reappear in Devil May Cry 3. They actually reappear in Devil May Cry 4. If they do reappear in Devil May Cry 3, I may be wrong. I haven't actually finished that game, but oh well. But yeah, the quickest way to get up to the room where Nello Angelo was is to attack this thing, make the spiral reappear, or go up, whatever. And you can easily just jump down. You can climb up the stairs, but I consider this a lot safer and faster. And once we go in through this door, it's just a matter of opening up this door, and that's the end of the mission, rather quickly. Wasted a lot of time fighting bugs. But, that's what happens when you play through a sewer level. Da-na-na-na. Alright, let's see what I got in this mission. Completed in 4 minutes. I want to thank you for watching, and next time we may take on another boss. See you later.